All right, we made it. We made it to SEMA.
We made it. We are day 2 at SEMA.
We are.
But man, we're so excited to be here.
This is our day 1 though.
This is our day 1.
Yeah, we arrived a little bit late. You know, we kind of underestimated the size of the show, I think, a little bit. Like, we can get around the show in a couple of days. This place is massive, so we've probably been walking around for a couple of hours now. We've just checked out a few booths, and we're really excited to
be here, yeah.
Sites.
So our game plan is we're going to do like a day 2, day 3 sort of big SEMA video, and then we're going to have some sort of personal interviews on some of our favourite YouTubers or some of our favourite companies that we like to talk to. So, and then they will come out as special release type videos. So yeah, that's the game plan for today.
And I mean, looking around here, like I can see a lot of companies that I want to go and check out. Like we've already been in the Rupi's booth over here. We've obviously got the Griot's Garage behind there. And
I think we can see one of our favourites here.
I think
the Rag Company.
The first step is Rag Company. I want to go over there and see if Anthony and the boys are there and go and have a play with some of the products that they might have. So we'll bring you guys along, vlog styles, and we'll probably have another couple of videos as well as we go, showing you the sights of SEMA 24.
P&S here have got these relatively new scents, but the whole point of coming to SEMA is to smell these products, work out which ones we like, so that then we can then buy it without having to buy the whole line and going, oh, we only like half of them.
Yeah, this is something that we're seeing as we're walking around the show hall here. We're seeing a lot of fragrances from a lot of different companies. I mean, strawberry lemon. There is one product here that we really want to go and try out. I think it's from Stana Gloss.
Yeah, I want to try the Stana Gloss.
That's kind of like the gold standard, isn't it?
But gold flake in there.
Yeah. I mean...
Yes, I've just met Kurt.
That's pleasant.
Oh, you know what that smells like?
Yeah.
It smells like Hero Rinseless Wash.
It does.
From, ADS.
Yeah, and actually look at the colour.
Yeah,
you can confuse that with Hero. Then we got our Bead Maker Essence. This one's quite strong.
We do like the smell of Bead Maker.
We do, but I mean that's very strong.
I wonder if it gets diluted down when you spray it though.
I think these are a product that we're definitely going to need to get our hands on and spray in the vehicle. It's kind of like a cologne, right? Like you can spray it in the store, it smells like one thing. You get it home, spray it on your body, smells a bit different. Eucalyptus.
I think I could quite like that one.
I'm writing this one off before I've even smelled it. Oh, okay.
Is it good?
I wrote that off too early. That's a good smell as well.
Right. That's my favourite so far. And then there's the Glacier one.
Glacier.
Oh man.
Oh, do you know what this smells like? You'll be able to get that instantly.
Oh, Black Ice.
Black Ice. I need this.
From Little Tree.
I need this.
Okay, so eucalyptus, that one, and there's one more left.
Leather New Car Essence.
I never like leather.
No, I don't like that. No, I think it might be one more. Yeah, no, that's not a smell that I want to have around. And then have we got one more? Coconut lime. So actually, P&S have a pretty good lineup here. It's quite pleasant as well.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I think if I was going to be picking any of these up, like I've got to have that. That is Black Ice, all day, every day.
That one?
Yep. Number 1, number 2, number 3 Tide.
Here's a whole group of
number 4, number 5. We've got to get our hands on at least these 2 here.
At least we know what to buy. At least we know, okay, we'll go and buy those 2. Good to go.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
As we said, car scents seem to be the theme for SEMA. New for 25. We're at the Stoner Invisible Glass booth here. These are a bit different. Not quite our style, I don't think, but definitely has been a theme of the day so far.
You wanted to see everywhere. That new, what did you want to see?
I think they've got the Clean and Reach Pro Tool, which had a couple of attachments on it. So see if we can track that down in the booth here. And we're going to resist the Max Verstappen Red Bull marketing pull of Armour All and just walk past that. We're not keen on a sticky mess on the interior of our car, so we're gonna carry on right this way, back past the P&S booth. Not really what we're here to see, but you look like a little boy next to that.
You'd never see trucks this big in good old New Zealand.
I mean, good luck getting up in here.
But I mean, what am I? I'm like 5'10", 5'9".
5'10"? Yeah, that is.
And I don't even make it up to like the door handle.
You wouldn't even fit that anywhere in New Zealand. Look at the tyres.
It's huge.
Imagine dressing those.
Alright, you need a big brush.
What do you think of tailgating?
tailgating.
Yeah?
I do like the concept of tailgating. Like, I just love all the gear, you know?
Oh, look at that. But, I mean, it's just not a New Zealand thing, right? We couldn't pull up to Eden Park at the All Blacks game. And, I mean, if you're grilling like this,
I'm just going to grill
out the back
steak.
of Eden Park, I mean, this stuff's insane. This is like NFL stadium stuff. That is cool, though. That is cool. It's got the drink holders
Check out the,
bolted to the car.
check out the suspension setup. Big Fox.
We're here to look at the detailing stuff, but let me tell you, there is some cool car stuff around here.
I can basically walk underneath it.
Yeah, we go from bigger to bigger. I mean, look at this thing. How are you meant to wash this?
Imagine washing up there. You'd need like a step ladder. Holy, you can't push it underneath the mirror.
How would you get up there?
Be easy as for an oil change. Just climb up.
Straight under.
Straight under.
I mean, this is like something you'd see in Texas, yeah? I mean, we're seeing it here in Vegas, but wow. So we're at the Detail Guards booth here, and what we do have at home, we've got these, like the bases. We've never seen these. These are kind of like the washboards. I was really concerned that these would make the buckets too small. Scrub wall is what they're calling them. Dirt lock scrub wall.
We've got the bottom part.
Yeah, but I mean, that really doesn't. I don't think that really limits your bucket size, but this is quite interesting as well. So these are like little rollers you can apply around the, to go around the four corners of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that we get caught too often, but I think that's probably a nice to have.
Or is that just another thing you got to add? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think it's something you want to play with to see if it's more annoying to bring it out than the amount of times you're getting your cable stuck. But the whole idea there is your pressure washer hose. No.
There now.
Stackable.
For storage, better storage. So you're not, hey, where's the other fourth one that I need for...
That's quite cool, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
Exactly, so. All right, so, you know, this may stop it from going down to the dirt, but what it doesn't factor in is these other generic ones, the dirt just comes back up. Because the design of the dirt lock, the Venturi's in here, keeps everything locked down at the bottom.
All right, status update. It's about 2 o'clock. We've finished the West Hall, and we're trying to figure out our way to whatever the next hall is that we're going to go. I think we're going to go North Hall next.
North Hall, but we don't know where to go.
But we just had some lunch as well, and goodness, we're looking for chicken and chips. That's kind of our thing that we do when we go to a car show.
Chicken and chips.
We didn't find chicken and chips.
We love to find the best chicken and chips.
Yeah, but today we found a cheeseburger with a frozen bun, and the cheeseburger, chips, and drink cost us.
Well, it was water, it wasn't even a drink.
Oh my goodness!
So 2 cheeseburgers,
Chips.
2 chips, and 2 waters. How much do you think it was? Put it in the comments below.
Yeah,
Don't cheat. And we're about to tell you, how much was it?
$60 US.
60 US.
And the chips weren't even a side. They came with the burger. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we're off to the next hall. We'll catch you over there. We're back, day 2 of SEMA. We had a few clips yesterday that
we did.
Our audio cable didn't work great, but we still managed to capture quite a bit of footage with quite a few exhibitors yesterday, which was awesome. So we're shooting around, where are we today? We're in the first time in feature exhibitors hall. Is this the North Hall?
That's one. No, I don't know.
It's one of many halls.
One of many halls. But we're going back to check out the guys from House of Rags.
Yeah.
We're going to do some interviews, hopefully see Pan. And we're just going to keep bowling around, get some good content, show you what it's like here.
On the ticket for today, we'll go see these guys, and then I think we will shoot over to have a look at DIY Detail here in this hall as well. And then we want to go dig into some tools, some cabinets, go have a look at some stuff that we can't see back at home. Merca. I want to go look at the Merca as well and just hear that smooth sound. So shoot down this way, and we'll go see the guys from House of Rags.
So we're in, I don't know what hall we're in.
It's absolute chaos.
It is absolute chaos.
But we've seen the Merca booth, which is something that we have been wanting to get our hands on for quite some time. So we're going to go down there and see if we can play with what's believed to be the smoothest polisher in the game. Here it is. All right. I just want to film this experience.
It is so quiet.
I can't hear it.
Oh, it is really quiet, isn't it?
I think there's something we're going to need. I mean, I typically gravitate toward the 3-inch polisher when we're working on cars.
You like the 3-inch? It is so smooth. There's a slight like vibration through it.
Yeah.
Man, it is so quiet. We're having a conversation in here with everybody else.
I mean, that's the beauty, isn't it? Like I'm standing right next to you. I don't know if the camera can pick up the noise. I mean, yeah, it is quite loud in the show,
It's
but
really well balanced too. Like,
what battery does it have on it? 2.5 amp? Smaller one?
no, it's got a 5 amp hour.
Oh, it's got a 5 amp on it. Okay. What's the weight? It's not very heavy. So we just finished up at the Merca booth and big things coming 2025.
Big things coming, so excited. So I've just released a short, so go check out that short because you'll be able to find out what's coming.
2 new things coming.
2 new things.
So we'll continue wandering
Potential trigger lock.
Yeah, oh, you're letting him in now? Okay, it's a little secret.
Potential of a trigger lock.
And definitely a 5-inch.
And definitely a 5-inch.
Yeah,
So 25 is going to be big for
That's
Merca.
pretty much confirmed by a few people that we're talking to.
That
in the
tool
booth
is
here,
so quiet. It's very well balanced, not very fatiguing through your wrists. Oh,
Now
it's
I'm
good.
not sure
Game
whether we
changer.
need the Rupees 5-inch or we wait or we get both. Got to get them all.
We're talking about money now.
Yeah, I know.
What we need you guys to do is go like, subscribe, write a comment so that we can afford to pay all this new gear that we're finding.
And then we can bring you some reviews on the product.
Yeah. Oh, actually, jump into the comments and let us know which one you want. Do you want the 5-inch from Rupees or do you want the new 5-inch from Merca?
I want both.
Okay. And we're at booth and we've come across this new product here. It looks like a polishing light. I'm really excited to find out more about this. Talk us through it.
So this is a totally new buffer light. It's only a sneak peek now. So what we did is that we took the mount from the handlebar. No one's really using that, so that is why we took the very universal mount. It's totally same concept as normally. You will have the 2 light tips like that. Then you will be able to change the tone.
Change the color depending on which panel you're working on and the color.
So if you're working on a very bright color, it's maybe better to go a little bit lower. But if you're working on a black color, very dark color, it's maybe good to good to have a little more white, cold color.
Right.
Yeah. So very simple, and then we did introduce also a new battery. That's the 18650, and you got a
USB-C?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
What a clever idea.
Exchangeable and very easy to use.
And this product, so it's called the Buffer Light, and we're expected to see this land when? Somewhere next year, or?
Yeah, somewhere next year, hopefully Q1 25. I think maybe middle of February.
Right. And so would this replace your usual lights that you have, or do you need this in combination with the bigger ones?
I think you would need it in combination because this one is so you can make a very good job doing
Yeah.
it. But of course, you'll also have to inspect the
And inspect a bit. Okay. So it's an accessory race, basically.
Yeah, more or less like an accessory. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh my man, God, that's the detailing company you want.
Yeah, it looks like a Timber bowling team.
Wizards, they got everything there.
Maybe we'll dig into the Wizards next year. We'll stick to the ones we know and love.
Or stick to the proprietary blends.
I mean, that'd be quite. Oh my gosh, that's so cold. Stand next to that, man. You're gonna look like a little boy again. Some of the stuff you see at SEMA is just
It's crazy, isn't it?
like crazy. I mean, look at this booth here. Kaiser compressors. Like, I've never seen a compressor that good looking.
It's huge, isn't it?
I mean, so look at some of these smaller units as well.
I mean, it's bigger than me almost. And I'm a big boy.
That's quiet. Then we got some of these units. Like, we're not compressor people, but I would put that in the garage.
I just put that in there just to look at it. Built for a lifetime.
No, now that's a compressor. That thing looks clean.
FIAC.
Yeah. Versus your kind of traditional style. I really like these box units. You won't climb that ladder and hop in the bed.
No. They probably don't want you to go in there.
You know what? The vehicle theme of SEMA for me has been Cybertrucks.
Cybertrucks
Everywhere.
and lifted Ford Raptors.
Yeah, like
Rangers.
the American trucks. But I mean, there's Cybertrucks absolutely every booth.
And isn't it funny, like we were talking about before, like if we're in New Zealand and we saw like a GT3 or something, we'd take a photo of it and we'd be like, oh my God, that's like a real cool car. We've seen hundreds of GT3s. We saw a Bugatti and we just walked past it.
This is not the case here. You would stop and you would take 5 minutes looking around one of those cars at home. They're a dime and a dozen here. And
we just keep bowling past us. Keep
more interesting to play with the toys here than look at the cars.
The touch and feel stuff is really, really cool.
Yeah, we're on the hunt now for the Rytec booth.
Yes, because we want to meet Mr. Matt Mormon.
Yeah, so hopefully next clip we're at Rytech, but we'll find something else on the way.
I'm sure.
We need to find lunch.
We need to find lunch. I need to find lunch and a seat because my feet are killing me.
Let's do it. Time to hunt for lunch.
I mean, that looks like lunch in there, does it not?
Yep. Got a hundo ready?
You reckon we could blow 150 NZDs on 2 burgers and chips?
Yep, I reckon
like
we could.
Yesterday?
What do you reckon, man? Is that us, the chicken and chips?
The best chicken and chips in all of America.
Yep. Let's go to.
Thank you.
We just made it in.
Well, that badger's the wrong way. Flips.
Everyone else got told, just we're Kiwis, so they didn't tell us to flip our badges. We're in the central hall now and we found Maguire's. Huge booth here. So we're going to wander around. I think you've got some new releases for 2025 as well. So let's head into the booth and see what they got.
Oh, there's your favourite product, Lee.
I mean, this was back in the day, right? So we would go wash and wax, ultimate quick wax, just before we knew anything. And,
I mean, this is how it all started for us, right?
This was a hot new product.
This is how you and I connected at Maguire's.
Over Maguire's?
Yeah, like a shelf full of Maguire's, and I'd just gone to Maguire's, and we're like, yeah, I really like this stuff.
I remember I had to bring this back from the US for you one year.
Yeah.
When I went, you're like, can you find that new hybrid ceramic wax? We bought a bottle of that. It was like spray on, rinse off. We thought it was just the bee's knees. I mean, we pretty much had all. I think I bought you an ultimate black as well.
Yeah, because I wanted to try the trim restorer.
I think that was like $6.97 from Walmart.
And actually
blew our mind.
You bought a bottle of that quick wax to give a
a little gift.
Yeah, an important person on the channel. So yeah.
So where's the here we go. 2025 new releases.
Those will be the new releases.
Let's go have a look at those. Oh, you know how we've just done our video reviewing all of the best soaps, and Hyperwash was mentioned on there as one that we used to love, but the reactivation was a bit of an issue. We might have to try it again because I've just seen here Hyperwash watermelon. I think we're going to have to get our hands on that and give the Hyperwash another whirl.
Well, it'll be over here in the cabinet, won't it?
Of the new releases, yep. I mean, again, we talked about it yesterday. Some of the themes of the show, we're seeing a lot of air fresheners. So we've got a couple there. What else have we got? Iron remover, diamond dozen. Yeah, like for me, what jumps out in this cabinet is
and actually it looks
air
like
fresheners.
It looks like they're bringing out a waterless wash and wax too. So that's
hybrid ceramic waterless wax. So we're going to leave some protection behind there. This hybrid ceramic is a real big thing for Maguire's. But I mean, I'm looking at this and going, yep, we've got to get our hands on this. The air fresheners. There's really nothing else here that jumps out to me hugely.
And when I'm doing a waterless wash, I don't really want to be leaving much behind either. I want to be using a drying aid to...
No, we're adding that layer on top, aren't we? With something like ADS Amplify or Bead Maker.
And there's a marine product up there too, an all surface sealant, so that's interesting. And it looks like they've got some new polishing compounds. So Maguire's M101, you guys know we've used that a lot, but you can't buy that anymore. But it looks like they've got some slightly different stuff here.
M100, final inspections or something like an eraser product.
Final cut. I haven't tried that bead booster. You can buy that in New Zealand though. And then they've changed their bottlings, because remember I bought all the bottles to match the Maguire's products.
You did, they've changed a bit.
And these have got like sort of a paper label on them, or a plastic label on them. The other ones were actually sort of printed nicely on the bottle.
So these are more stickers, rather than imprinted on the bottles here. Yeah, I mean, I quite like to go and talk to these guys and figure out what would be a comparable product to the M101 that we can no longer buy, because you blew through that whole bloody bottle doing that, right?
Well, it was such a heavy hitter, and like when we really needed something really heavy duty, M101, we knew we could just really cut hard with that, get good results.
The only downside to that product was dusting, so let's go have a talk to these guys and see if they have a solution for us. Right.
Yeah, I took the seal off,
so everyone can smell it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the smell? It's good?
It smells pretty good. Have a smell of the world. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. It's good. I mean, we're probably still going to have those reactivation issues with this product, to be fair. if the concentration hasn't changed.
3 times. Yeah.
But the scent is money. And we should also have a bit of a smell of the 2 new air fresheners over here as well. Let's get those, have a whirl. Which one's this?
This is black chrome.
Refresh, yep.
It's basically black ice.
It is black ice again, yep.
It's nice though.
It is good. I would buy that because I do like black ice. But I mean, you can buy black ice in a spray form as well. This is an odor fighting.
And this is new car scent.
We're not big fans of those ones typically.
You definitely want to go. You want to go the black chrome.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. I think the 2 here that I'll get my hands on would be the black chrome scent, and then watermelon glass hyper wash as well. So Glenn just met an idol.
Yeah, just a big YouTuber over there.
We got Adam Malzy.
Adam Malzy.
In the back. We don't want to take up too much of his time, you know. Just a lot of shaking hands, kissing babies around here. So thought we'd just say a quick hello. Nice fella.
And we're cruising on.
We are. We're at the Cerakote booth here. It's quite funny. Glenn actually said, I know we're hating this because our feet are sore. Our feet are killing us at the moment, but we thought we'd stop in at this booth, and then who do we see? Adam Malzy. Not many more booths I think that we're going to try and hit today. I think that we're almost done. We're exhausted. Walked about 20 kilometers again. So we'll have to find our way out of the maze here. This final day of SEMA, day 3 for us, day 4 for everyone who got here on time. We're going to do that next year, make sure we're here for the first day. Goodness.
I just really wanted to get this shot over here. So this is the convention center where we've been going each day. You can see. Oh, nice car.
This is just one hall to give you some perspective. So this is the West Hall, and we've got a fair few of these that we've covered over the last few days.
I think on the all the way along there, and it goes around the back. And so far each day, how far have we been walking?
About 30 kilometers a day. Yesterday was a huge day for us, 40,000 steps. Lack of sleep on this trip is starting to become a bit of a killer. We've got some of the central hall to finish today. We've got the outside. We haven't even touched anything outside apart from chicken and chips. And I mean, we haven't even gone to Apex this year. So you can't cover the show. You cannot cover the show in 4 days. So we're gonna head on down. We've got the afternoon. We're about 1 o'clock now. So we've got 3 more hours before SEMA is closed, done and dusted for the year. And we've got a few things that we need to tick off. So come on and we'll show you whatever we see interesting on day number 3. Maguire's have a really big presence at the show. They've got a really big booth in one of the main halls, and then also here we've got another outdoor booth. We'll wander over, check it out, see if there's anything that's different from the inside booth.
Oh, Hana.
Got a little bit distracted on the way to the Maguire's booth. I mean, this is one of those things we probably haven't taken the time to appreciate as we walk around SEMA, but some of the vehicles on show here, they just become so you get so used to seeing them over the few days, you really don't appreciate that this is not something that we're going to see back in New Zealand. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vehicles. So the Maguire's booth is more showing off some vehicles. We've got a small selection of products that they've got. Pretty much a mirror image of what you'd see
On the inside booth.
in that main hall. So we've actually stumbled on a bit more detailing in these outside areas. So we're here at Adams. Have a look and see if they've got anything new in terms of releases for this year. We've got a waterless wash there. Got a rinseless anywhere.
And the only product of Adams that we've used is their shampoo.
Yeah, that was
That was a long time ago.
a pretty highly concentrated shampoo as well, isn't it? I quite enjoyed using that.
And we struggle to get it in New Zealand. It's not something that's really easy to get.
One of the things that I used to like about Adams is they had all of these organisers where you could put your polishes, your bottles and everything on the wall, but I've gone away from that a little bit because it really limits you to the size bottle that you need to have. Guess if you're all in on a brand, nice little idea. Can't really see
They're just like a
anything
big
new.
box store, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, we went to Walmart the other night and there was Adam polishes there, just like you'd buy like Armor All or Maguire's or something like that.
This is like a Battle of the Builders section outside here, and I've seen as we've walked through SEMA, a few booths have missing vehicles, and I think they've been pulled out here. You know, the highlighted vehicles or best of show. And I mean, this is just so American here. Oh, we've got a huge lineup of these trucks that we would just not see back home.
So the booth is actually just on the outside.
All of these lifted American trucks. We call them utes. Like, absolutely insane. Through the BIMPAC booth here, and something that we've been looking at online is the quick jacks. This is something that you're really interested in.
Well, our current setup at the moment is a jack, or 2 jacks, with jack stands, and the problem is I can't get the jack underneath the car, so I have to drive onto ramps, then I have to jack up from there to then put the jack stands down. You definitely don't get this kind of height. And overall, it's just a pain. Like, we take, I don't know, it's like half an hour
Just to get the car
just to get the
prepped.
car up. And I've got to then store the jack. I've got to store 2 jacks. I've got to store 4 jack stands. These things here, they're pretty heavy. I tried to lift one over
Oh yeah,
here.
they're a 2-person lift, I think, to comfortably, if you're going to hang it on the wall, so what they've got over here is, obviously that's a unit on the ground, but this is how you'd store it. So you would mount it up on the wall, hang it, keep those out of the way, and then you're removing the need to have jacks. You're also removing the need to have jack stands in the garage.
And then
So you get rid of quite a bit of bulk, don't
and
you?
then all your hydraulic lines just plug into the back here. So all the hydraulic lines are just going to plug into there, and there's your box at the back. So it's definitely not as good as having your own standalone lift.
You get quite a bit of
But in my home garage,
Yeah,
it
you
could be a
get
good option.
more room in your garage and more room to work under the car, and you probably save.
A bit of time.
If it takes 30 minutes at the moment, this might take you
I
10
don't know if
minutes.
it's like saving time, but it's saving half an hour of sweat work just trying to get these up.
Yep.
Now this truck's been super lifted.
Oh, look at
You
this.
can walk right underneath that. Crazy.
Americans. We're back at the Grio's booth again. We've been here earlier in the week. One of the things that we missed was having a look at some of the Stinky Be Gone sprays. Now, something we're not going to be able to get our hands on easily in New Zealand. We're probably going to have to... Actually, Grio's impossible to get in New Zealand. I don't know how we're going to do it, but this has been a theme of the SEMA show this year, has been some of these sprays.
What's your favourite spray?
Well, JDM squash. So we went and saw the guys at Bio Bombs, and they had a JDM squash smell as well. So I wonder if this is like the flavour of the year. Yeah, give that a sniff.
Oh yeah, have a big sniff of that bad boy. It does smell good. JDM squash is a nice... See, JDM squash, if I hadn't smelled it, wouldn't be like a pick.
That's not something you're blind by.
Nah.
No, I think that's the theme. That's the theme of the show in terms of scents, and
You also like light 'em up. Because the light 'em up smells like black ice from Maguire's.
yeah, but it's probably fresher, a little bit less potent. Like it's not quite got that kick to black ice. I think it's a bit of a
Similar though, eh?
It's a bit of a lighter fragrance. Black ice really hits you in the face. And the other thing that we're on the hunt for is in the foam cannon space. So something that not a lot of companies have really innovated on. Something we're looking for from a foam cannon would be something that has a slightly wider mouth on it, so we're not spilling product all over the floor. So this is the Grio's Boss foam cannon, and I mean it's traditional, right? I mean there's not too much innovation you can do with a foam cannon. We have seen a Mosmatic one on the show floor here, which is a little bit different. We don't need anything too different. What we like is a weighted tube. That's key.
So you can shoot it on the side.
And then the ability to fill this up without needing to apply any funnels, so you're not going to go and miss the
And
bottle.
it's also got a metering tip on it as well.
This is really stout. I mean, we're using MTM one at the moment, which if you squeeze hard enough, there's a bit of flex to it. This one doesn't have this. Metering tips, yeah, that's a good point. It means that we could theoretically be able to fill our bottle up with product and not need to dilute on the go. So again, the foam cannon is something that we need to get our hands on. Put this to the test against our tried and tested MTM. All right, we popped by this booth earlier in the week, but we had a couple of audio issues, so we wanted to come back, and truth be told, I really just wanted to come back and try this product again. This is the new IK Foamer, the battery operated one. We had some hands-on time earlier in the week. We'll have another quick look.
Thank you so much, Dr. Thank you for your time. Nice to meet you guys.
So these are the new E-Foam Pro 2s. As I said earlier in the week, we had a bit of a play with them. We think these could be great for rinseless wash applications. But after having a look at these as well, I think these could be something really handy to have a whole bunch of these with your most used chemicals, stuff like our, our drying aids, definitely the rinseless washers, waterless washers. I think these could come in extremely handy. Give it a whirl. USB-C chargeable, which is really nice.
Is there a momento on the
So we've got the foaming tip on this one here. So you could use this for something like brake buster. You could go and apply this to your wheels. It's auto priming as well. So this is going to remove the need for you to hand pump. But see if we can find one that doesn't have the. See if we can find one with a different tip. Quite empty on all of these. But as you can see, you've got different tips in here. So if you're using, obviously, the foaming one.
I think one's more like a wet foam, there's a dry foam, and there's like an intermediate foam.
Yep. The nice thing about these as well is you don't need to go and write on the bottle what you're using. You can differentiate between the different chemicals you've got in each just by the rainbow coloured.
There's the sprayer there.
There we go. We got it. So this would be our
Like rinseless
one
wash.
we use in the fashion for our rinseless washers. I mean, the ease of use for that compared to having to use something like a traditional hand pump, or even if you were having to prime these yourself, this is something that we need to get our hands on, have a play with, and really bring you some real world usage thoughts on this on the channel. I'm really excited for these, super keen to get our hands on them.
All right, so that basically wraps up our last day here at SEMA. So everyone's sort of packing up their booths, getting ready to go home. And we're getting ready to go home too.
Yeah.
Man, we have walked some miles, the legs are sore, but we've had such a fantastic time.
I think the highlight of the week has just been how open everyone's been to, chatting business with us, talking about the products that they brought along with them. The friendliness in this community here, in particular the detailing space, has been amazing. We'll probably do a wrap-up SEMA video as well, where we kind of talk through our experience of it. We've definitely got some tips and tricks for ourselves for next year. Things that we would do, things we wouldn't do.
And that's what happens when you come first time.
Yep.
You suck at this, right? You suck at the game. Next year we'll be prepared and we'll have some really good stuff to help us get through this time, because it's hard work being here, right?
It is. So you're going to see a huge influx of content all at once. The reason there is Vegas Wi-Fi. We've really struggled on that, not quite like the internet that we've got at home. New Zealand's behind the word in a lot of things. Internet is not one of them. So there's going to be a huge amount of content that will roll out from the expo here. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed us taking you on
the
some
video
of the journey.
short.
Oh yeah, what else you want to put in?
I just want to appreciate everyone that's had the time to speak to us.
Yeah.
Ask us how we're getting on and things like that. And I've been really excited to meet some of the YouTubers that we watch. These YouTubers are the people that sit in our living room every night while we're watching TV. And it's just really nice to meet these people in person. So humbled by the experience, and it was well worth us flying the other side of the world to come and meet these people.
Absolutely, made it worth the trip. There's too many people to name as well. So, if you've spoken to us, taken some time this week, we really appreciate it. But I'll wrap the video there.
You can wrap it up now.
We've got a little bit more walking to do. So
we do.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon, but we'll also see you SEMA 25. Can't wait.
Thanks for
Catch you
watching.
later.
Catch you later.